Job analysis is the systematic process of gathering complete information uh, about the duties and responsibilities required to perform a specific job. Job analysis is basically related to the job profile but not the job holder. The two products, or we can say two things uh, which are under job analysis are job description and job specification. Let us move on the process of job analysis. The first and foremost step of doing job analysis is defining the objectives of job analysis. There are various objectives of doing job analysis, such as redesigning the job description, or revising compensation program, or it can be redesigning a job in a particular department, or changing the organization structure, or we can say redesigning the organization structure. So once the correct objective is selected, it should be communicated well to the top management, because with the help of top management only the changes in the organization can be made. Next is preparing for job analysis. In the preparation of job analysis, it is selected the kind of job to be analyzed is selected, whether it is clerical job, or it is division specific job, or any other type of job. Once the kind of job is selected, then the overall review of the job is done on the basis of various work, duties and responsibilities required to perform a particular job, and what are the hazards in that particular job. So we can say, in preparing job analysis, the overall job description or overall review of the job description is done. Next is performing job analysis. Performing job analysis includes the collection of data from various employees. The collection of data can be done through questionnaires, interviews, or through observation method, or through various other methods of job analysis. In performing job analysis, particular, or we can say specific time is given to an analyst to perform job analysis. Once the data is collected, it need to be sorted on the basis of designing job description and job specification. Once the information is being collected, then the draft is made by the job analysis of job specification and job description. All the changes that need to be done are written down on a paper on the basis of information that has been collected in the previous step, and then that information and that changes is circulated among all the supervisors and all the management department. Next is controlling job description and job specification. This is the last step of job analysis. That means time to time job analysis process has to be checked by the job analysis. If there is any change in the job, that has to be made from time to time by the job analysis in order to perform better job analysis. Thank you.
Job analysis can be divided into two categories: job description and job specification. In job description, title, position, location includes and duties, reporting, machine, workplace environment, and in job specification, education, work, experience, skill, responsibilities, trainings, personnel, emotion, characteristics are involved.
Service sector. The service sector consists of the product of services instead of end product. Services includes attendance, advice, access, experience, and effective labor. Example: hospitality, transportation, media, etc. Manufacturing sector. Manufacturing is the production of products for use or sales using labor and machines, tools, chemical or biological processing or formulation and is the essence of secondary industry. Example: paper industry, printing industry, publishing industry, equipments, etc. Thank you.
My name is Sakshi Singh and I am going to explain the comparative job analysis of human resource personnel in manufacturing and service sector. On the basis of job description, the HR personnel has to perform the functions which is mainly concerned with payroll preparation, administrative work, working as a mediator between the management and the worker. On the other hand, the service sector, the HR personnel work is mainly concerned with enabling and empowering the employees for increasing their efficiency and skills. On the basis of job specification, the HR person has to get some skills like being multitasker, the ability to deal with grays. Here, gray means the unwanted situations like the strikes, the labor unrest, which have to be dealt by the HR personnel in the manufacturing sector. On the other hand, in the service sector, their skills like leadership skill, good communication skills, the motivating skill it should be there in the HR personnel, because in the service sector human resources are considered the most important part, and for making them efficient, having these skill in the human resource person is very important. And the conclusion is that the human resource person are considered as an important part in almost every sector, whether it is a manufacturing or the service sector. And we can also say that in the coming years there will be a paradigm shift in the whole concept of human resource by having increase in its importance. Thank you.